edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Sport. And once again, it is the Barnes and Tony Show. Anthony, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing very fine today, dude. Beautiful fall day out there yet again. Wonderful air out there, dude.
It's annoying though. You're liking it too much. I could just tell by looking at you.
No. It's just funny, but yeah, dude. Excited to talk some hockey, talk some baseball today. Let's fucking hammer it, baby.
No, but I'm saying you're liking the weather too much. You're liking the cold too much. You're cheesing too much about it. It's
I'm excited.
No, I swear to God, John started talking to me about it last night, and just about how basically it's almost New Year's at this point. Not really, but it's gonna go by really quick.
Yeah, it always does.
And I honestly almost had a panic attack because I'm
really?
just because I honestly know you're completely the other side of this, but I just feel like the winter is a waste of time. You know what I mean? Because it's the only difference with the winter versus any other time of year is it takes outside out of play for most activities. And I don't like skiing, you know what I mean? So it's just
right.
What purpose does it serve for me?
What do you want to do outdoors?
Golf, and then go to games. Obviously football is not fun when it's 10 degrees out. And then go swimming. It's just I don't, in all seriousness, other than your sweat glands staying intact, what else? What else do you get from it?
I enjoy being outside in the cold. I think the cold air is really good, dude. And I do enjoy skiing. I do enjoy snowball fights and playing in the snow. Hopefully we do get snow as you're on your phone while I'm talking again.
I'm listening though, Tony. I think you get it misconstrued. I'm the best multitasker there is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough. You know what's tough? I guess it's just
the hot chocolate, dude.
Trade-off I get, because I know, yes, it always comes back to the Yankees. But I wouldn't want to be a plane ride away from going to the stadium either. So that's kind of, I guess, the sacrifice. But yeah, to me, there's just no benefit. And then the fact too, you got to worry about the ice, the snow, the driving. You know what I mean? It's just
right.
It makes everything, I feel is more difficult in the winter. And I feel the negatives far outweigh the positives.
Yeah, I guess if that's how you want to think about it. I mean, you got a Jeep, Brian. What are you worried about?
Other drivers, right?
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I mean,
so. You're wrong.
It is the thing. And then, I don't know. It's I guess one day, it's sick. We're stowed in, we're just stuck.
Yeah,
but after one time, is it sick? Or is it just
sick.
annoying and it's
sick,
messing
dude.
up your day?
It's sick.
It's really not that sick. Come on.
It's pretty sick.
I mean, the one thing that I'll say that I'm actually looking forward to getting back into because of the season is bowling.
Okay, well, that's good. That's a plus, dude.
Yeah, I am excited about
bowl.
that.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna be down. Whenever, wherever. I think.
Yeah, dude.
What do you not being aggressive? Next couple months. What do you think? Once a month? Do you think we can pull it off or no?
Once a month? Yeah, I think going for twice a month is reasonable.
Yeah.
No,
let's go.
Yeah.
Is Michael riled? Renee, Matthew?
Yeah, I mean they seem pretty riled when I was showing you guys photos. I show them photos too when I bowled this past weekend. So
we can recruit them.
Yeah, I think so, definitely, dude. It's just, it's a good time. It's chill.
I forgot. Did I chunk it when the last time we went or no? I had some okay games.
I think
for me.
I think for you seem proud of yourself. So,
okay, maybe a 150,
something like that. I want to say around there. Yeah,
okay, so nothing crazy, but. I don't know. I know obviously you're in a different, different category, but I feel for most people that didn't do leagues or were on teams, you the starting point is 100 because there's actually people who don't regularly bowl. A lot of people can't break 100.
A lot of people can't break 100. Yeah, it's true.
So I guess I'll take it. But a lot of comments. Let's get to them.
Yeah, let's go. Early and often now, we have Matthew Ryan saying, let's trade for Kirk Cousins. Yeah, buddy.
Dave was just talking about that today. So another example of me listening to the show, Lonnie. Just so you know. He's saying, the Jets can't get to the playoffs with Zach Wilson at quarterback. He did say that. It's another example of listening. Wow, continue.
And I guess, who knows? Maybe Matthew Ryan listens too. He must. He kind of, brought it up at the time they were talking about it.
Yeah, do you listen to 98.7?
Do you listen? Dude, he must listen to sports radio.
Yeah, he has to.
No. He has to, dude. And then Kev Dew coming in hot saying, let's go, baby.
Kev Dew. He's ready for golf.
Dude.
He's excited.
Yes. Matthew Gabriel. Yep. He says, Kev Dew and Matt, what's shaking muchachos? Hey, balls.
Hey, balls. Matthew was getting a kick out of the Buck video that we sent in the group chat
I have
yesterday.
No doubt, dude. And then Josh was saying, hello, great people. Let's go 2 more days, dude.
Let's go. Knob Hill,
days,
Jay in costume,
dude,
Josh B, Kev.
Have you spoken to Jay recently?
I was texting him this morning, actually, because I just made the tea time this morning because there was like a short booking window.
Right. That's sick,
and he's
dude.
pumped up.
What time is tea time?
Like 9:04 or something.
That's awesome. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're pumped up about that.
And Josh B repping the company, repping DTV, repping the sports port as well. Matty, what up, bro? He says, Kev Dew says, what's good, Matt? And then Matt Ryan. They're talking to Matty Gabriel, by the way, Matthew Ryan, not to be confused. He says, let's trade for Kirk Cousins. Come on. He goes, Tony, trade for Kirk Cousins. They're not going to do that, dude. Matt Gabriel, Josh, what up, bro? Matthew's just saying what up over and over again. Josh B says, yes, please, Matthew Ryan. It's only for this year. A little New York vacay for Kirk. It doesn't have to stay. Not going to happen, Josh. You guys are delusional. Kev Dew Taylor says, what's good, guys? We're at the company of TV. Call me Tiger Dew. Play your position, dude.
Wow.
Is he calling? Is he calling a victory?
He must be,
right?
It. And I'm pretty sure, I could be mistaken, but I think he's never actually played a full 18.
Are you serious?
So he's jacked up.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Good for him, dude. So you're anticipating a victory?
I'm anticipating a victory.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah.
I would think just because I just play more than everyone else,
Right.
But recently, I think it's like once the past 3 weeks. So
but yes,
not in crisp form. The colder weather, the long commute in the morning.
That is tough commute, dude.
Yeah.
Matthew Ryan still hammering. He wants a winner QB like Kirk Cousins, even though he hasn't really won anything either. Josh B says, I don't know about him being a winner. Thank you, Josh B. Matthew Ryan, Tony, come on, let's get a winner QB.
I think but he has a winning record at like as a starting quarterback, right?
Does he?
I believe so. I know, yes, no playoff success.
I would imagine he does, right?
But he's got to go to Football Reference. What do we got here?
Football Reference is so annoying sometimes, dude.
All right, down, 73 and 67. And I think Zach's 12 and 20 or 13 and 26. So it's a start. Right. Plus, a lot of those losses were early on in Washington. Team sucked,
Yeah, sure. If you want to make excuses for Kirk Cousins, it's fine, dude.
The simple things, though. The simple things is all we're looking for. Joshua Dobbs. Josh
B says bowling.
I forgot that Josh B's routed for bowling. And then Matthew Ryan.
Ryan also, bowling is awesome, dude.
That might be the event that we bring in Matthew Ryan on.
That would be dope. I'd be down for that. Jersey, dude, right?
Yeah.
They're in Jersey. I don't even know.
The AC weekend to send Jay off right.
Oh, yeah, dude. Josh B also says they have plenty of leagues for beginner bowlers, Brian.
They have plenty. That's true.
You're not
did Josh tell us what he's scoring on the lanes?
Pretty sure
I feel like we asked him a while ago. But if him and Kev, I'm just curious if you guys could give us your updated kind of average scores. Just curious to see where I stand.
Average.
And he wants to do him and Josh, he said, versus anybody. So Tony, you want to take him on 2 and 2? I know I'm kind of riding your coattails, but
yeah, I think so, dude.
Gross score too.
Gross score. He said he hasn't played in at least 2 years.
Thorn. Did you ever said that to him?
No, I still got it, dude. Thorn?
He's gonna lose it.
Yeah, he really is, dude. Matthew Ryan says, how are we crazy? Tony, explain how we are crazy. Because the Jets are not going to get Kirk Cousins. Like they're not. Like,
Why
the
did Dave
Vikings
mention
are not
that,
gonna?
though?
I don't because I think people keep calling in and talking about it
But it seemed like
as if it's gonna happen.
Didn't it seem like, though, the way he was saying it, that he thought it was a possibility?
I don't know. All I know, a caller definitely called. It was like, "Oh, so what's gonna happen to Zach Wilson if we get Kirk Cousins? He's gonna get traded to Minnesota, whatever." Which is a proof that I was listening, Lonnie. And and he was just like, "Yeah, it's just not gonna happen. It's too late now at this point. You're not gonna bring in a new quarterback. That's why it's crazy. It's just not gonna happen. It is a wet dream. All right." Matthew Ryan, not to mention, he's not even gonna do that great, dude. Vacation in New York.
Bye week
here,
coming up. Learning the playbook.
Stop it, dude. He doesn't want to come here.
He said that?
I just think he doesn't
Jay,
like
the quarterback.
Minnesota,
What is it?
dude.
What is the thing called? Like the documentary. Jay was like loved it.
Quarterback, from Netflix. Yeah,
do you remember what it was just called? Quarterback.
It was called Quarterbacks. It was Mahomes and Cousins.
But he was like all like over that.
Dude.
Yeah.
He was all over that, dude. So that's me explaining it, Matthew. Tony, it's a huge possibility. He says no, it's not. But let's get back up to important people's comments. Michael Theophil in the building here saying goats. Also, Matt Ryan, you're not a winner. You don't know winning. Your name is Matt Ryan. He says Zach Quack. Bars and Tony have to talk baseball playoffs. I don't care if it separates us from the rest. I don't care. It separates us from the rest.
I'm not sure what he means there.
Because he's saying we haven't talked baseball in the past couple of days.
But is he saying that like no one else talks baseball?
It separates us from the rest.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
And wow, Josh was saying you better beat us double B. Oh, for the golf.
But
golf,
for golf.
Yeah.
But then they're giving their bowling averages. Now I'm getting a little nervous, honestly. I'm really
what do we got for bowling averages, dude?
179 and 215. It was right there. My last average was 179.
Beatable.
Josh beat 215.
That's a good average, dude.
So maybe just like we'll start with the wager very conservative. Maybe we'll say a couple beers,
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could give you a handicap even too.
Yeah. We'll sort of practice games
and
see where
I would
everybody's
imagine.
at.
I mean, Josh B not bowling for 2 years. That average is going to be low.
I thought he said he wasn't golfing for 2 years. He's talking about bowling for 2 years too.
Oh shit, maybe. Oh yeah, golf.
I think, because he has to go.
Confused. All these sports we're talking about, dude. It's crazy how athletic we are. A new comment from Nithian Romanchandra,
the NR Our Sports Show.
He says, "What up, goats, dude?" Shout out to the company. All right, what's up, man?
Shout out to the company. No,
shout out.
Sunday NFL countdown.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. He says, "What up, Josh? Too. What's up, bro? I want to say first time for the NR Our Sports Show, dude. Thanks for stopping by." And then Josh B hyped. He says, "What's up, Kebdu? What's up, Nith?" He says Kirk is 1,000 times better than Zach Wilson. Says Matthew Ryan. I think 1,000 is a stretch.
Yeah, I think we could say better, but 1,000, might be a stretch.
Michael said, I don't care if you're depressed and don't watch the playoffs anymore.
But you know what it is, honestly? I think, Tony, and tell me I'm wrong here. I just think that we give the people, what they want. And I think, the history will show when the ratings come out for this baseball playoffs, this is going to be one of the lowest rated playoffs of all time. And then you have probably the most popular team left, the Dodgers, look like they're screwed. It might not make it to the championship series.
Yeah.
Orioles, good story, out. Blue Jays, a lot of hype, out. Sure, the Texas Rangers, they haven't been there in a while, but everyone's sick of Houston Astros. And then I don't know. I guess Phillies, decent market. But I do think the ratings are going to be pretty weak, to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think there's.
I mean, I'm just based on the markets of the teams. I mean, you would imagine so, but I think I don't know. I do think the Astros bring some buzz, and I mean the Rangers do too, dude. So
yeah, Astros is more just hoping they lose. I think that's the interest with them.
Yeah, I guess so. I think
nationally.
Yeah, nationally, I suppose. Yes. But they've been. I think Rick and Dave said they've been to a championship series for the past 7 years.
Yeah, the first one was 2017. I was there.
Crazy, dude.
Frazier could just get a little more bite on that fly ball to right. I mean, it really is. It's nuts. It's nuts, honestly. Really sucks. How have you been keeping up with it, Tony?
Baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't just had time to watch the games, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but I've been keeping up with the games a lot, dude. It really has been like, dude, for probably one thing I love about these playoffs, I feel like everyone is stealing bags left and right.
Oh yeah.
Like the stealing is ridiculous, especially like, Philly and Brave series too between Acuna and Trey Turner. It's just like anytime they're on base, they're stealing.
Yeah.
It's sick.
Yeah.
It is really exciting.
Yeah. You know what it is, honestly? I wish that every organization other than the Yankees wasn't, less superior. Maybe I would have more interest in. I think this is a good time to continue with the comments.
I think so too, dude. That's all Michael had to say, dude. And he says also, let's play the company in basketball, guaranteed 21-0 every game. Call out hashtag I want all the smoke.
I mean, I'm ready for that
dude.
too. I'm definitely ready for that.
Let's see, Kev Do. I haven't bowled in 5 years, but I still got it. We'll see, Kev Do. Dude, put your money where your mouth is. Nith says we were at the Bar A event also. Oh, let's go. We are good friends with Lonnie and the rest of the company, dude. Well, thanks for tuning in. They cover all sports, host events, write articles, do features, book autograph signings with athletes, host parties, live shows, and podcasts. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, that's great.
We definitely should connect. Maybe we could do a tandem podcast.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Great to have you guys here
and have the company come through and shit.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bowling tournament, maybe, dude. Although the last time we did a podcast in the bowling alley, we barely got through a game, dude.
Yeah, no, I think I was thinking more like separating the two.
Yeah,
like a podcast one time, but then bowling tournament. Yeah. You're at the lanes, you got to bowl. That's it.
Yeah, honestly, dude. Yeah. Got to bowl.
Yeah,
got to bowl, dude. Michael, if you're new here, click that sub button and notification button. Absolutely helps out a bunch. Thank you. You guys are gonna wed the handicap in bowling.
What does that mean?
Wed?
Yeah, I don't.
Like he's tight that we're going handicap. I mean, I don't have to go handicap. My handicap is 0. So
that's what he means.
Yeah, dude.
And then 14 people underneath our company. That'd be awesome. Love the collab talk.
And that's what we're here for, about the connections, baby.
All about the connections.
Brian knows it. You know it.
Yeah, let's go. And then obviously they can always check out all of our archives on the YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay, who I'm looking forward to seeing on Friday.
Not in costume.
Not in costume Friday, but is in costume on the archives. So a lot to get to. Good warm up there. First thing we're going to talk about is Yanni's favorite topic here, the PGA Shriners Children Open. This one from Las Vegas, Nevada.
That's exciting.
At TPC Summerlin. This tournament was started 40 years ago.
Wow.
So it's been on the
You're right, dude.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll just talk to you about it after, but it was just kind of funny. But yeah, so looking at recent history here, a lot of low scores, something that we've seen before. Defending champion Tom Kim, who was in the field last year, dominating at 24 under par, 3-stroke victory there. And then you go back to 2014, 24 under, 24 under, 23 under, 23 under, 21 under, an odd 9 under in 2017 by Patrick Cantlay. And then Rob Pampling back to 20 under 2016, Smiley Kaufman 16 under 2015, and Ben Martin 2014, 20 under par. So a lot of players, scoring well here. And I think I saw something, one of the scoring average was like a hair over 69, which is one of the lowest scoring averages on tour for a tournament. Yes, 69.005.
Nice.
So one of, if not the easiest of the par 71s on the docket. And just to give you an idea of who's playing this week. So again, most of these guys, or basically all of them, are playing for status for this coming year's elevated events. The only reason Tom Kim playing is to defend his title. So we've seen that recently, just the title defenses only. We saw that with Homa a few weeks back. But so who we got here? We got Siwoo Kim, Tom Kim, JT Poston, Cam Davis, Tom Hoagie, Ludwig Aberg, Riley,
shit.
big fan of his.
Yeah, dude.
Adam Shank, Mark Hubbard, Andrew Putnam, JJ Spawn, Adam Hadwin, Nikolai Hogard, who was on the Ryder Cup team with Aberg, Vincent Norman, Troy Merritt, Harry Hall, as well as Ben Griffin, Ash K. Bihadia, Christian Bezenholt, and Luke List, who won last week. So kind of a wide open field here. I mean, you feel like the Kims, Tom and Siwoo, kind of are ahead talent-wise of the rest of the field, but there are guys who have won on the PGA Tour before. And I have to say, before we pick our winners here, I'm really looking forward to watching this tournament. Las Vegas, the background. Could we pull up TPC Summerlin real quick?
Absolutely, dude.
And while you're doing that, Kev Dew says he has a bowling alley around the corner from his house, Lodi Lanes. And then Jay Bird saying, yo, what's good? Hype to golf with Barnes, Josh, and Kev Dew getting a new driver today. And yeah, me
dude,
and
he
Jay
was telling me that, dude.
we're talking about that the other day, and I was saying, do a Callaway, a Ping, a TaylorMade. Last couple years, last couple models that they've made, you really can't go wrong there.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking for a nice. It's TPC. It's not TPC Network. It's TPC
Summerlin, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Summerlin.
Dude, the flyovers, legendary.
This might not be the best quality here, but let's see what we got here. This is like a virtual flyover. We'll take it. So we can get right now.
And I've played this on PGA 2K23.
Not in real life.
No, but a lot of mountains.
Yeah, dude, this is kind of crazy.
I think we would need a couple extra golf balls.
Holy shit. This is a pretty low quality video, but
gives you an idea though.
It gives you a great idea.
I think the rocks there, those are out of bounds. So it's you could be slicing it.
I was gonna say very narrow, dude.
Yeah. So
holy cow.
I can't wait to watch this one. I love the courses too. They have all the houses around them too. It's like cool that they're just
Michael does too
in the neighborhood like that. Yes, he does. So just wanted to take a look at that quick. And then one other comment here before we pick our winners. Lonnie in the building.
Fucking go. Good morning, Jess. Let's go Liberty, he said. Need this game to win tonight. Great are talking about freaking golf. Shaking my head anyway. Still greatness being displayed as remember the company Rep DTV, dude.
Let's go, Yanni. And then he also says Matt Ryan in here complaining about Zach Wilson. My goodness, give it a rest, dude.
Wow.
So a little aggressive there out of Yanni. And then Jay Bird wants to look up the course we're playing, Nob Hill in New Jersey. We know Tony is all over that.
Dude. Oh, you got it, dude. Just 1 second. Let's see if we can get a nice flyover video here for you, Jay. Nob Hill, Manalapan, New Jersey. Wow, dude. Oh, yeah, this is beautiful, dude. You want it, dude. You asked for it. Here we go, Jay. Beautiful. Nob Hill. Tony, any comments about the name? Well, Nob Hill sounds like a sexual thing, dude. Like Nob Hill. It's almost like the I don't want to go into it, dude, but you can imagine. But we had a nice, beautiful flyover on a nice overcast day. It looks like the green is so green. It's nice, bright green here.
Holy, I feel like this that could have been it right there.
Yeah, we got
to interrupt. But.
No, yeah.
No, not at all, man. What did I miss? It looked like only one hole. No?
Par number 2 looks like that's par number 2. Hole number 2, I believe it's at a par 3.
That carry though, that carry over the tee box. That's gonna be a little tough.
Got to be careful with the water on the right hand side here.
Might be laying up a lot,
dude. Yeah, dude. Looks like a hole 3, par 3, 140 from the Blues. Wow, you're laying up a lot here, Brian.
I mean, tell me, pretty nice, no?
Oh, beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, dude, first of all, Jay losing his ball in this hole, absolutely water surrounding the green, never good, dude.
But you never know when you're gonna have the round of your life, Tony. That's the exciting part of it.
333, 464 now was
dude. That's
a par
but they
four,
show
dude.
from the tips
From
too,
the
so
blue,
will be a couple of boxes.
Yeah. Jesus,
hitting over
dude.
that thing 230
What do you
just
guys
to get
think?
to the rough.
Think you play the yellow?
The
white?
Usually the white,
red.
but yeah, maybe we'll go the gold. But I think that's supposed to be senior still.
All right, so we'll say from the white here.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. Right away, water.
Yeah.
And this is it opens up nice here. This is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a beautiful hole here. Love that, dude. Gorgeous. Jay Bird, the houses.
It is funny. I might have missed it when I was outside, but that Lonnie said it sounds like a DNR segment because observations. And then did we get to Lonnie's last comment or no?
No, Tony going sexual hustle. That's the hill Tony used to take his little slides to get his knob wet.
Wow. I mean, really taking it to the next level there. No? Out of pocket?
Dude. That's a little out of pocket, Lonnie. Yeah. How about Matthew Ryan saying play Black Bear in Franklin, New Jersey? That's got to be nice.
Yeah. So I am real pumped
you guys
for this
par 5, dude.
Yeah. No, there's some.
That's awesome.
There's some challenging holes on here for sure. I'm definitely
Lonnie
excited.
Tight that this is dreadful. Ryan McNeil says, "Good Lord, Lonnie,"
and then says, "What's good, Nathan?"
I guess that's Nathan. Nathan is Nathan.
But yeah, Lonnie, don't worry. We're almost done with the golf. The only thing we got left to do.
Dude.
And yeah, I just keep getting more excited and excited
Holy
to play
shit,
this. But
dude.
I hope I can break 120. But I don't know. It's not rated that it's that hard, but just the flyover.
I mean, it looks fucking like horrifically hard, boy.
Yeah.
Look at this. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Like what?
How
much was it the golf here for 18?
80.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably because no one golfs because it's so freaking hard. Oh, all right. This is nice. This is wide open. This is a par 3.
Finally, something
manageable.
Yeah.
Back to a par 4 now.
The flyover.
Oh, this is beautiful. Tennis courts. Looks like it'll pass the little clubhouse area.
So
that's right. This is the turn.
They do call it semi-private. So I guess that's why it's in extra nice shape.
Semi-private.
Yeah.
Josh B says it's definitely extremely difficult. He says, "Oh, dude, 11th hole, another par 4. As long as there's no water, a little water to the left here, we should be fine. Should get past that. We're onto the fairway now. A little water to the right, and it's narrow on the left-hand side too. Not much room for error right there in this fairway. Hopefully, you can plop it nicely onto the green here." Oh man. Lonnie says this shit is a blow, but hey, they like to put me to sleep. Dude.
Oh, come on, Lonnie.
Yeah,
he's enjoying it.
He
I know
really
he is,
dude.
I know he is. Okay, so what I'm seeing on here, I just looked it up on my golf app. There's a 600-yard difference between the tips and the one in. So it plays 58.75, which is shorter than, or actually, I guess it's about the same distance as the course around from my house. So it really shouldn't be too bad. Really shouldn't be too bad.
All right, if you say so, dude. Full recap.
Sorry,
one
more second, Tony.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait in silence, dude. I don't care. Lonnie's asleep. Ryan McNeil's getting a little agitated over there with Lonnie. Says, "Lonnie, calm down." And then Nate Doug, Nate Doug. He says, "Matter of fact, we need to do a company DTV NR Media mashup." Yeah, dude, I just said that, Lonnie, like 20 minutes ago, dude. All right, I thought of it first. My idea. But definitely, dude, we should like meet up. I mean, we could try to do like that little event here at the boathouse. Like that'd be sick because we have our studios, obviously here, as well as like a party space where we can like alcohol and food and just like chill, talk sports, do a podcast in here if we wanted to, down there. would be a little more difficult, but we could do it, dude. Or we can just go straight mobile and go to some bar that you guys know of anywhere that we can just rent out the whole bar, do a podcast there, have have some privacy, the ability to do whatever we want, drink, wings. Maybe this one could, pizza or something, dude. Let's see, dude. A couple comments flew in, dude. Nathan, pretty hyped. And he goes, no, I'm not sleeping, Lonnie says. Nathan says, facts. That would be lit. Lonnie say, oh, I wasn't here, Tony. Well, you should have been, dude. I needed you, dude. He goes, oh, the boathouse, the same place I wanted to have the party in. That's the event space that the Knowlton offers, dude. Lonnie, the ice cream, Bar A and headliner are options. I would be stoked to do like Bar A would be sick, dude. And I guess we have somewhat of a rapport there just by contacting them for the beach bash. And that would be, honestly, it'd be dope if they just gave us, I mean, that place is so fucking huge and give us like any corner of anywhere. And we can do our thing, dude. As long as we have like good internet. We got Ethernet cables, we got splitters, we got cameras, we got bodies, dude. That would be sick. Lonnie says he was being sarcastic. Okay, dude. Younger than you, Matt says Lonnie is, because Matt asked me how old is Tony. Jay Bird says Tony is 45. Jay's wrong. You had to reverse those numbers. That's right, dude. 54, baby. Lonnie think that's funny. 45. You think that's fucking funny, dude? Looks about I will have our team reach out to local spots. Nathan, where are you? I'm assuming you're down by Bar A over there, Belmar area, New Jersey. Because obviously local for us would be like Bridgeport, Fairfield area, which we can do again, like we've done. We've had Lonnie come in for the sports port at the Horseshoe. Maybe we can work out something there where we like, if we bring a bunch of bodies there, like they'll be fucking hyped just to have people. But again, that's in Connecticut. So, obviously you have to take into account that people do want to drink and possibly stay over because they don't want to drive, whatever. So we can, arrange some stuff, dude. We live in Jackson, New Jersey. I don't know where the Jackson is. I'm not from New Jersey. I'm not of that area. Kev, dude, got a bar in Lyndhurst, New Jersey that has an empty party space and good food. I know the owner. That's dope, dude. That would be sweet. Again, if we can just get obviously the biggest thing is to get the space. So if we have that available, Lyndhurst is definitely doable. I know towns around the area. I know people around that area that we could stay over. Even if I were to crash at my home on Staten Island, baby. Nathan's saying Jackson, New Jersey. That's central. Woodbridge, New Jersey is also awesome. Woodbridge, dude. Yeah. Again, my house on Staten Island, I'm 30 minutes from New Jersey. A couple places in Woodbridge. So that could be, doable for me. So yeah, dude.
My apologies, by the way.
That's fine. I'm talking right now, dude. Lonnie's saying the space is easy. It's the bodies that's difficult. I don't know, man. It seems like we have obviously the downtime crew. So let's say if we're in Jersey, Jay could definitely make it. I'm going to put Jay at the docket. So that's Jay, myself, Barnes, Renee, Matt, Mike. That's 6 people right there, dude. Plus, if any other extra people we can bring with us, you never know. And then you have Lonnie, you have Kev, you have Josh B, you have Nathan. That's another 4 people. We got 10 people at least already. So that's pretty good, dude, to run a podcast and have fun.
Oh, this bar in New Jersey?
Yeah. We're talking potential spots, what we're going to look into. Nathan's going to look into spots around him. He's in Jackson, which is central New Jersey. Also mentioning Woodbridge is nice, which Woodbridge is a pretty sweet area, dude.
Yeah, I've heard of Woodbridge, New Jersey. For some reason, I don't know
why. Is everything all right, dude?
Yeah, why wouldn't it be?
Well, no, I'm just the phone calls.
It's
just work.
Usual stuff, and it's I don't know. You know what it is? Yeah. I just, Tony, at this point, don't have any patience for anything, and it's just one of those things where, to simplify it, somebody's being stubborn, thinks they know better than the professional,
right?
So it was just one of those unneeded things. But hey,
you got to bring them down a few pegs.
All over it. Dude. So now we can finally get back to picking the Shriners Open.
Yes.
Start with you. What do we got?
I think we go for Adam Schenk.
Adam Schenk.
Honestly.
Okay. What, any rhyme or reason there?
Yeah, I just feel like he could be due for like with this pool of players. I think he could be due for a win. I mean, just looking at what he's done, obviously, missed the cut most recently at the Open. But before then, has had some success in PGA events here. Starting with the Tour Championship, in late August here, he tied for 9th at FedEx, tied for 6th, and it just kind of seems like it's been tied for 9th, then 34th, excuse me, then 6th, then 64th. Now he missed the cut, so you would imagine his next win, dude, just by that type of trend right there. So give me the Indiana native from Purdue, Adam Schenk.
Adam
Schenk winning at, I don't know, what did you say, minus 20, 24? Was that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'd say minus 20.
20.
I'd say
Okay.
20, dude.
All right, so I'm gonna go a little out of pocket here, Tony.
Oh boy.
And interesting, this is always the show of how we, pronounce things or pronounce. Ashke Bahadia, Tony. How about that?
Is that correct pronunciation?
First time winner. Yeah, it is. It is the correct pronunciation. First time winner on the PGA Tour last season. And he's a younger player. And I think he's rising, and this is a good opportunity at a more friendly, player-friendly course. And I could see him taking advantage. Only 21 years old, so has a bright future ahead of him. And won the Barracuda back in July in a playoff over Patrick Rogers.
Wow.
So let's get it. Let's see what happens. I'm sure, I don't know what the odds are on that one, but I would imagine you're talking 30, 40, possibly to 1. So some good value there. If you had to name a sleeper, what do we got?
The sleeper I had there, Bo Hostler.
Bo Hostler. Okay.
Is a name that I've noticed you've thrown out a few times. The California native, 28 years old, went to Texas. Again, another guy who's, he turned pro quite a few years ago. But again, you look at his kind of body of work this season.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't been out of the top 30, I suppose, other than missing the cut at Wyndham Championship here. But he's played pretty well. He boasted some pretty good scores at the 3M Open, tied for 13th right there. So he's a player that's definitely improved throughout the year. So I think, again, with this kind of, the body of players here, I mean, I think he can come out and steal this one, dude.
I'm gonna go with 2016 PGA champion Jimmy Walker. After winning that PGA, haven't heard much from him. Did contend in a couple events this past year. So Joni, we'll see Joni if he can contend here, right?
Yes, we will see. I'm surprised no one's taken Riley's Abberg guy.
Yeah, he's good. I don't know. I was feeling Ashke.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I will say I wouldn't be surprised if he wins. He's Swedish.
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of bursting out into the scene a little bit here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's gonna get underway tomorrow. I was just looking to schedule wise. Where is this gonna? I'm guessing this is NBC. Let's see here. Okay, Golf Channel the whole way, which is interesting. Very limited coverage. Wow. 5 to 8 Thursday to Sunday. A little disappointing, no? Only 3 hours, so you don't even get to see on Sunday the leaders whole round. I mean,
yeah, that is kind of beat, dude.
But I guess not one of the higher elevated events. So I guess that's what you get. Yeah. Obviously, PGA Tour live coverage as well is available. So getting underway tomorrow.
Let's go.
So let's go. Let's see what happens.
Are you hyped for it? Honestly, hyped. Super
yeah,
hyped. 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
10.
Really?
Sightlands.
Wow.
Vegas, the Strip. So yeah, that'll be fun. Let's go now though to the world of the National Hockey League.
Here he comes. McDavid shoots. Top shelf. He scores! Captain with the overtime winner! That's the middle. Great hit, Cameron. That's a world-class hit right here. Tomsky stepping. Rink Wellington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn. Side of the net. Between the legs and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak. The silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. So we had opening night last night in the National Hockey League, and news did come out, unfortunately, on a lighter note here, that Barry Melrose, has retired from ESPN. He was an analyst there over 30 years, diagnosed with Parkinson's recently. So just wants to, spend time with his family, focus on his health. So that just came out before the broadcast yesterday. So you had John Buccigross and others saying some nice things and posting some stuff on social media. So obviously best wishes to Barry Melrose and his family. Always was a staple on ESPN. So the first game of the night, we had the Tampa Bay Lightning hosting the Nashville Predators. And this was a very exciting back and forth game. Where, really the outcome wasn't determined until the final seconds. Lightning, did put across a goal in the first period. That was the only scoring of the first period. So that made it 1-0 going into, the second period. And that was Kucherov with the goal. But Ryan O'Reilly with the equalizer there in the second, about 4 minutes in, made it 1-1. And it was funny too. I was listening to the broadcast and they have some nickname for him. It's like the Factor or something because of like the show that Bill O'Reilly used to have on TV called the O'Reilly Factor.
Yeah.
So I don't know, corny or no?
No, it's funny. I like that.
Yeah, good plan words.
Yeah.
So then third period, we saw scoring galore. 8 total goals in the score, 6 of them in the third period. Parisin had a goal, answered back by Nicholas Paul. Brandon Hagel for the lead to make it 3-2. Tommy Novak, a power play goal, tying it at 3. But then Paul with his second on a power play, about halfway through the third, made it 4-3, and then Kucherov final seconds with an empty netter to make it 5-3 in favor of Tampa Bay. Obviously, we talked about going into this one, Tampa Bay without Vasilevsky for the foreseeable future, could be a couple months here. They're saying up to 30 games. Johansson in that, relative for a backup, for a journeyman who doesn't even have 30 career NHL starts, 28-31, did the job and gave the Lightning the win here. And we were talking about before the show, maybe, the sky isn't quite falling the way we thought for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, maybe not. Hey, man, you had a couple guys. I think Kucherov had 2 goals, right? And then that guy, Nichols.
Kucherov had 2 goals and Paul had 2 goals.
Oh, yeah. Paul Nichols Paul, dude, whatever that guy's name is. Certainly, yes. Listen, man, the Tampa Bay did their job. They capitalized on power play opportunities and they were 2 for 5. With 34 shots on goal. They challenged the Predators. They challenged Saros. In between the pipes for Nashville. And I was gonna say too, I did think yesterday I kind of thought the Predators would just their defense would shut down some of these players more. Between Josie, McDonough, and even Luke Shen too. I just kind of thought they would have done a better job with remaining physical and keeping players like Kucherov and even Braden Point off the score sheet. Braden Point, I think, had 3 assists yesterday. So it is tough. Tampa Bay does have a lot of talent. I would be interested to see, obviously how their season progresses. Because they had a little trouble with injuries, last season, going up into the postseason as well. I believe Braden Point was out for a good part of the postseason. But yeah, good for Tampa Bay for overcoming, not having Vasilevsky in between the pipes too. I think we kind of thought, Johansson over there wasn't going to really do much, but what did he have? 28 saves?
Yeah, 28 saves. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
First game of the season.
It was really good for him too, especially against the Predators too.
Yeah. A team that we would expect to return to the playoffs. The addition of McDonough. A surprise in the second game, the Chicago Blackhawks and Connor Bedard, who picked up his first career NHL point with an assist in this one, defeat the Penguins on the road here 4-2. So the heavy dogs getting the job done here. This is another one that was tight for the first 2 periods, and then Chicago taking advantage there in the third. Rust got the scoring going for the Penguins, and I believe it was something like his third or fourth straight opener with a goal. Rust, which is kind of interesting, kind of one of those random stats, but they
cool.
showed that. Sidney Crosby in the second period, no other scoring after that Rust goal in the first. Second period, little less than halfway through. First goal of the season, assisted by Gensel. I was thinking back to the old Gutsnell days, Tony. And I was thinking about this with Crosby too. You see 18th straight season with Malkin, with Letang breaking the record. They mentioned that before the game.
Crazy.
But that made it 2-0 Pittsburgh. But unfortunately for them, did not score the rest of the game. Chicago was 4 unanswered. Donato in the second. And that one was, Bedard was one of 2 players in on with the assist there. And then third period, Gutman, Dickinson, and Felingio, all with goals there to make it a 4-2 victory. So taking down Tristan Jarry and the Penguins here. Mrazek in net did very good, 38 of 40. What was your thoughts on Chicago with the upset last night?
Very impressive. I mean, hey, man, they were a team that was down too and kind of came back in a big way too. I mean, coming back as the Penguins game 1 here, like I said, I'm sure Crosby was trying to prove himself. Maybe what Riley was saying too, Tristan Jarry, he didn't perform that great. Yesterday he was kind of alluding to that on the show. And then on top of that, I mean, it's nice that the Blackhawks, I mean, we have Bedard, he had 5 shots on goal. He had a block shot. He had 2 steals too, like as well as the assist, his first NHL assist here, his first game. That's great. Played a lot of ice time too. He had 21 shifts for 21 and a half minutes time on the ice there. That's great for Bedard, but he has a great supporting cast. Nick Foligno, who had a goal and assist last night. One of I believe. I don't think he's on the line with that. No. But he's been in the league for forever, dude. Foligno. I feel like he's been on many different teams too. He knows what it means to be a player in the NHL. So does Taylor Hall. So does Corey Perry, of course, too. A lot of these guys can help Bedard adjust to the NHL. Just from a mental aspect, we know he's talented. So he also pretty funny. Bedard got fined $2,500 yesterday for opting to not wear his helmet during the warm-ups.
Interesting.
Yeah, which is I guess a new rule this season,
because they always didn't
safety
wear their
protocols. Yeah,
but right, they would never wear their helmet in the
they
warm-up.
normally wouldn't. Yeah. But I don't know when they implemented that. If that was new if it was last season or this season, and maybe players were just eating it last year because they don't care.
But that's kind of ridiculous.
I mean, you play 82 games, $2,500 $2,500 every game.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money, dude.
Yeah, the prices, honestly.
The prices, dude. But yeah, and then I think we also underestimated what Mrazek could do in between the pipes for the Blackhawks. The Penguins, I believe, still outshot the Blackhawks. They had strong shifts as they typically do. A lot of offensive pressure. And you know what, dude? The Blackhawks came out with a win because they out-offensed late in the game. And I think that's really good, dude.
Regretting not taking them 7-1 to make the playoffs at this point, or no?
The Blackhawks?
Yeah.
No.
You still think it's going to be a long season?
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing, too, they didn't make the playoffs last year. I think Pittsburgh, I don't know. I know it's one game, okay? But I don't know if they're, what they once were.
They're certainly not. They're definitely not what they once were, but Pittsburgh type of team that, in the last month of the season, they can go on a tear, they can make the playoffs, and they can be competitive in the playoffs because they've been there before. They know what it's like to play this full season and how to get to the playoffs,
But I just have this thing, Tony, because you see this when players get older, where I definitely could see them making the playoffs. Like they had made the playoffs, 10 years in a row before last year?
Mm-hmm.
But early exit. I can't. I don't know if it's just the guys are too old to go on a long run. They wear out, but can't see it being more than one series victory, maybe.
No, I agree with that. But they're gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, you would think, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And Chicago. How many wins? If you had to give a number.
What did they have last season? 30?
30, I think.
I'll bump him up around maybe like 42.
So probably over 500
Yeah.
with overtime losses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that the future is bright, and it was definitely cool seeing Bedard's debut. That's for sure.
That is really cool.
Last game of that triple header, you saw the Knights 4-1 over the Kraken. It's starting their defense of the Stanley Cup championship they won last year. They raised the banner, all of that. Buck's wife, Eichel, the interview. But at the end of the day, I mean, really thoroughly dominating the Seattle Kraken here. Outscored them 2-0 in the first period. Stevenson and Marchessault, who played big roles on the title team last year, making it 2-0. Barbashev in the third, just a minute and a half in, about with his first goal, made it 3-0. McCann with the only scoring for Seattle. A little more than halfway through the second, made it 3-1, and then Eichel towards the end of the game, an empty netter, picking up his first goal of the season. Aiden Hill, nearly flawless in net, 32 of 33. And is it as simple as saying, Tony, the Knights just picking up where they left off last season?
I was literally just gonna say that. Specifically, I mean, Aiden Hill, huge game for him to come out here again. Like, he was a third string goaltender for the Knights last season, had to come in for the playoffs, won them the cup, was a big factor in winning them the cup, I should say. And 32 saves last night against the Kraken. I mean, that's huge, dude. The Kraken outshot the Knights last night, 33-28. However, again, like you mentioned, picking up where they left off. One thing they did last year in the playoffs is that they had very, a specific shot selection. The shots they did take, they would score on. So that's great. And then it's just like the pregame routine over there for the Knights is always awesome. It's always been great since they ever started. But obviously the banner night, bringing the cup out, the slot machine on the ice, the Knight taking the sword out of the rock, center. It was all sick, dude. It was all amazing. Jacked up the people, jacked up the players. And Vegas, although again, I know Seattle outshot them, but they came out hot, they came out physical, they came out wanting to defend that cup. It almost like they came out, it seemed like that their cup was up for grabs this game, like they came out hard. So you got to appreciate that. And they're probably going to be on a roll for a little while now, I'd imagine. Seems that there's no, victory, hockey hangover or anything. They're gelling. It's great.
And it really is unbelievable. Like you look at how well it's gone since they joined the NHL. We've seen, the Raiders games are always sold out. It's amazing that it took this long to get professional sports into the Vegas market. But
crazy.
I'm guessing the reason why it did is the whole kind of working it out with the sports leagues, because they were very anti-gambling.
Right.
Even the NFL, which at this point, it seems insane to say, but there was a time not that long ago where they were very like, Tony Romo couldn't even hold a fantasy camp for fantasy football.
That's crazy.
And, within the last 15 years. So I guess that's what the reluctance was. But it seems like it's just a natural sports town. And all the teams that have moved there have done great so far. We'll see how the A's do. Do you think with like the A's, it's gonna be kind of like what we see with the home crowds for the Raiders, and where like it's a heavy visiting team presence, or do you think they'll grow kind of a local fan base for them?
Well, again, the good thing about Oakland is that they're really not too far, right, from Vegas.
Yeah, I feel like though they're probably. I'm actually curious what that is, but I kind of think it's farther than we think.
I mean, it's not as far as us.
But it's not as far as us. What's your guess though, hours wise? I'm gonna say 8 hours.
That much?
It's just a guess. I don't know.
Shit, dude. I mean, I know California's pretty big.
Well, because they're northern California. Oakland versus Vegas is closer to like LA.
Oh, okay.
But what's your guess? I'm saying 8 hours.
Dude. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll go 6:20.
And let's see, T-Mobile. Of course, T-Mobile Arena. And the winner is 7 hours, 51 minutes. Would you look at that, Tony?
Wow, so you're over. So I win.
It's like we might as well take a road trip to Buffalo. But I don't know. It just
I would
seems-
say to answer your question though, I would imagine a heavy like visitors presence.
but then
but it's
like
still
if,
a good amount of Oakland fans though.
and if the fortunes of the team turn around quickly, then you think you'll get more of a local feel.
Yeah, definitely.
I wonder with the Raiders too, if that'll ever change, or it just all hinges on success.
I think it has to hinge on success.
But it is interesting when you think about it. Like, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Just being a sports lifer, like seeing what happens at the Raiders games with the road teams, and then also what happens in Inglewood with the Chargers and the Rams. I don't know. For some reason that bothers me. Like, you shouldn't, like, the home team shouldn't be at a disadvantage, but I don't think there's really anything you could do about it, but just kind of weird.
Yeah,
it gives you a weird feeling.
Makes me feel funny.
Yeah. But I'm excited to see how that ballpark comes out, and just what the whole. I would think.
Go, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, and I would think too. Oakland will, just because of the move.
Yeah,
like they're gonna go all out, and I think higher budget.
Would you
revenue.
be more hyped to go visit the A's in Vegas or to go to the Coyotes' new arena?
Well, you think about the tie-in, the Coyotes, the golf in Arizona.
So yeah, Coyotes.
Yeah, it's like fish milk.
Yeah.
Oh man. But that being said, Tony, we haven't actually been able to do picks. Just had a lot going on of recent with guests, with Michael, who's so excited about the baseball playoffs he can't contain himself. But we do have room to do 3 picks apiece here. So the board is yours. We have Bedard in prime time again, 7:30 on TNT.
Bruins, dude, that's
tough back-to-back for the Blackhawks.
Crazy,
they won the first one, but then are they going to be schooled by the Bruins here in their home opener?
And
then we'll see.
Goaltender is going to be Fleury, maybe.
Daily face-off returns.
I know, right, dude? We've had some. It's been a
minute.
A love-hate relationship with
Daily face-off.
The Daily face-off. Yeah, that's for sure, dude. Let's double check here if there are starting goalies announced yet. It is a bit early.
Unconfirmed.
Unconfirmed. Blackhawks, Arvid Soderblom.
Backup.
Confirmed for the Blackhawks. Linus Ullmark, unconfirmed, but certainly will start for the Bruins there. I may stay away from that game right now. But I will tell you, dude, Ilya Samsonov is going to do way better than Jake Allen, in between the pipes for his team tonight. So give me the favorited Toronto Maple Leafs over your Montreal Canadiens.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Maple Leafs is going to be a team, we mentioned yesterday that they're going to win the division here. They're coming out hot. Jonathan Tavares, dude, 2 goals and an assist.
Wow.
Tonight.
Yeah, I mean, what's the deal with the Maple Leafs? Is it 10 straight times losing in the first round?
No, they haven't even made the playoffs in like a long time.
They made the playoffs last year.
No, I'm saying, but like, there's no way they made the playoffs for 10 straight years.
But I'm not saying 10 straight years. I'm just saying
10 straight appearances in the playoffs.
Isn't that because I thought we were talking about that going into the playoffs last year? Just when was the last time the playoffs, the Maple Leafs won a playoff series?
What year did the Leafs?
2004.
Yeah, so I guess this
it probably is 10 times in a row if you think about it.
Yeah.
Oh, you could go playoff history. Let's look it up.
Look it up. Champs or Chumps, dude. Great website. Past 10 seasons, they've made the playoffs 7 times.
But why does it say playoff series wins 1? Go down.
Because they won one last season, no?
Did they? I thought they lost in the first round.
I think you're right. When was the last time they missed the playoffs? 2016.
Oh, they did win the first round. Okay, going into the playoffs, though, they had it 1 in 10. That was it. Okay. So they beat the Lightning last year. That makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bruins over Bedard. I think he's gonna be good. Maybe he'll score his first goal in the NHL tonight. But I think it's just a big ask for a young team like that to go beat the Bruins on their home opener.
I know,
in the
dude.
back-to-back. I don't think so.
Back to back is crazy.
with
too.
a backup tender. Yeah,
Why
this
did
early.
they do that?
The scheduling, terrible job.
Terrible
job.
scheduling job.
Terrible.
Like, honestly,
Batman,
dude.
honestly, terrible.
Oh God. Dude.
But I think actually it's a blowout. I think it's 6-2. And I think the Bruins get rolling again. Pastrnak, Tony, maybe a hat trick. But I think they easily beat Chicago.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good pick, dude. I'm surprised though. I kind of thought maybe you would go Blackhawks, dude.
No. Because then
the
that's
back of my head,
see the thing is though that's just getting too excited too early.
Yeah,
you know?
yes. You don't want that, dude. You
But
don't-
definitely rooting for Bedard. Like excited.
Yes,
I love like a new
yeah.
legendary player coming in the league. It's exciting.
But don't get too excited too early, dude.
It's all about lasting longer.
You know?
It is. You want to last a long time in this league. Tony always needing to go there.
Oh,
A little
dude.
ad on top of it. Come on, Tony. Come on.
Right, dude. Your boy Fitzpatrick. There's your boy.
Yeah.
Dude. I don't know if it's you or I don't know if you've noticed this, but I feel like during football games specifically and ads during these games and on ESPN.com, like pushing Fitzpatrick and Kelsey so much.
Kelsey,
dude.
I haven't really noticed Fitzpatrick that much, but Kelsey all over the screen.
Yeah. Oh God, dude. So crazy.
Yeah.
But anywho, dude. Next game, dude. Interesting. I want to leave the Oilers game for you. You can deal with that if you
Do
want.
you really think the Canucks are going to win? Honestly, come on. I mean, I know they're at home and
No, I would fade the Canucks.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
favor Edmonton in that game. But still, I'd rather you pick them and maybe they lose.
Fitzpatrick, yeah, too much.
Right? Honestly, dude, he's been mad commercials for Fitzpatrick. It's like, bro.
commercials just are annoying.
I've been hot on the Senators too because they have Vladimir Tarasenko now.
He didn't impress me in the Garden.
He impressed me the most between him and Kane. That's for sure.
Yeah, but not a high bar to work with.
No,
Kane.
not a high bar to work with. I guess give me the fucking Hurricanes, dude. I mean, how do you not, dude? They're favored to win the cup, basically. Yeah. Just, I mean, that's
Hurricanes.
the Hurricanes. I mean, they're so talented. The goaltending, dude, against Ottawa too. I mean, I feel like they would catch Ottawa by surprise. I just hope the Hurricanes aren't in the overlook spot. You know?
Yeah.
Carolina -195, over under set at 6. I would say give me the over on that too, dude. Absolutely.
All right. I am gonna go with the Oilers.
Yes.
And I am gonna say take the over. The Oilers might hit the over themselves here. And I think they're out on a mission. You know, they've come up short. We did have that nice run to the conference finals 2 years ago. First round loss last season.
Elias Peterson.
But they got to get ready to meet the Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals. And the only way they're going to do that is start with their winning ways over the Canucks.
Oh, dude.
In Vancouver. The best player in the world,
No.
Connor McDavid. 3 goals,
dude.
2 assists. And the Oilers 7-2 over the Canucks.
I'm just like looking at their roster too for Vancouver. I mean, they're kind of dangerous, dude. I guess they got Teddy Bluger from the Knights in the
Bluger,
offseason.
eh?
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
And then we know about JT Miller, Elias Peterson, Anthony Beauvillier.
What about Santander?
Santander? Anthony Santander, dude. Also, Andre Kuzmenko was the guy we talked about the Rangers trying to pick up in the offseason. He had a ridiculous season last year, 27 years old. So watch out for him, dude. This could be honestly a game. Quinn Hughes on the defense, dude, too, for
Jack Hughes' brother?
Vancouver. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So
They got 3 siblings, three
Okay.
Hughes brothers.
gotcha. Luke.
Yeah, Luke, Jack,
He's
and
on the
Quinn.
Devils,
Luke's on the
yeah.
Devils with Jack. Yeah, and then Quinn's on Vancouver. Kind of crazy about that. I just feel like Vancouver needs a
Better tender.
better
Demko.
tender.
Yeah. Tight.
Demko 6'4". He's only 27. I thought he's been in the season for a while. Thatcher Demko, dude. That's pretty interesting. I guess maybe he could be good, but I mean, last season was okay. I guess. Casey DeSmith, though, I'm surprised that when the hell did that happen?
Yeah. I didn't see that one coming.
And I wonder, where are we? Where's Thatcher Demko confirmed? Stuart Skinner possibly getting it for the Oilers. I'm surprised it's not going to be Campbell.
Yeah, that's interesting, but maybe they're just doing
Yeah, it's early.
split.
It's early, dude. It's early. So my next game here, let's see, dude. Third and final, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I do love the Kings, dude, but it's like the Avalanche. There's some tough matchups, dude.
Yeah, there is.
It really is.
There
The
is.
Jets over the Flames, though. I don't know. The Flames were just fucking absolutely extinguished last season. I guess I'll go. Give me the dog and the Jets, dude. Give me the dog and the Jets.
I was going to take the Flames.
Really, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna take the Flames because I'm taking the Jets. So I understand. I feel like the Flames big disappointing season.
Huber follow-up season.
Huber don't, dude. Who the hell? Kadri too. Like never really felt natural in there, dude.
Markstrom no good.
Markstrom no good.
Good.
Markstrom good.
Markstrom's good. No.
Yeah, but what was he boasting? What was his stats last? Yeah,
I don't know,
Yeah.
but I just know Huber only had 55 points last year after having like 130.
that's kind of ridiculous. But I would say one big pickup for the Winnipeg Jets, Gabriel Velarde, the 24-year-old Canadian from Kingston. I was hot on him last year when he was on the Kings. He was killing it for the Kings. Him and Fiala were doing great. But Velarde, I mean, a huge pickup, great center. I think he's going to be a game changer for the Jets this season. And we know that Hellbucket between the pipes is good. Their defense could probably use some help. Just looking at these guys, Morrissey is good. Neil Pionk is good. But they could use some help, I guess. Only one true right winger on their roster, by the way. Nito Niederreiter, dude, the 31-year-old Swiss
Former
vet.
Devil.
I think he's on the Devils for a hot second. He's on the Wild as well.
Okay.
Yeah, Devils for maybe like two seasons, maybe 3 seasons, maybe. But they still do. Mark Scheifele is good. Vladislav Nemetsnikov. Do you know where he's from?
No.
I believe he was on the Rangers, dude. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it was on the Rangers.
He was in the Rangers, but I guess there was few. He's been in quite a few other teams as well. After the Rangers, you got off there in 2020. He's been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams, including the Jets since 2020. He's been on 7 other teams. That's pretty crazy. But still, I mean, he was okay. I mean, he had some good scores, I think. So give me. That was a really long-winded explanation here. Just give me the fucking Jets over the Flames, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Jets. The only Jets team I can confidently say will get a W.
Let's go with the Avalanche over the Kings, Sony.
Wow.
And I think Georgiev, he's riled, second season with Colorado.
Bulgaria.
We know about Makar. All the firepower that offense has. How about Georgiev last year? 40-16.
Dude, he has the best season.
2.53 goals
Easily,
against.
So good. So good.
So I think he plays well. And I just, Rantanen, coming off a strong season as well. So yeah, let's say McKinnon. But let's say Colorado. I think 5-2 on the road.
like
Georgiev between the pipes, getting his first victory of the season. And that is our pick 6 for the NHL tonight.
A quick pick 6.
And then tomorrow we have the debut of the New York Rangers.
Yeah,
Tony.
hype for that, baby. We gotta watch this game together, Brian.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are you doing tomorrow?
Nothing in particular.
Do you like? I mean, I'll go to your place if you want.
Yeah.
We can go to a bar if you want to watch
Both.
it.
Yeah.
Both.
Let's do it. Done.
Okay.
And then I was just thinking too, because obviously I have the golf outing Friday. Are we doing football tomorrow?
You're not gonna be here at all Friday.
No, because the tea time in the morning.
We're gonna have to.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm fine with that. I mean, a super frenzy Thursday.
Doesn't matter if you're fine with it. We have to do it, Brian. We have to do it.
I was the one who suggested it, Tony. So yeah,
So,
we'll sort all
company
of that
get your
out.
picks in early.
Yeah,
company
picks tomorrow.
picks, baby.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And the time, Tony, that Michael has been earning for. Let's go to the world of Major League Baseball.
It's deep to left. It's 700. Albert Pujols.
Yeah, what a play! Stop it, Tony. Yep.
And Alonso cracks one. The Mets win the ball game. Out of sight.
And it works at 100 miles an hour. 14 strikeout.
Drove deep to left field. There it goes. See ya.
All right. So a couple of blowouts yesterday. In the Major League Baseball divisional series, American League side of the bracket here, and America's least favorite team in the Houston Astros, 9-1 over the Minnesota Twins. Sonny Gray looking like he was still pitching for the New York Yankees, getting absolutely hammered. I believe it was 4 runs in the first inning. I was listening to Dog in the car on my way home, and he was mentioning that. So it's kind of the same old story here. The Houston, the playoffs, the good fortune, the hitting.
Good fortune.
It's just it's kind of repetitive. I don't know. If there's more, sign stealing or banging of drums, Tony, but how does it work out that way? Could you tell me? Because it's different cast of characters, dusty. I mean, how do they continue to do this?
I mean, you kind of said it. I mean, yeah, they moved on from such great players. Garrett Cole being one of them, right? They even, they even had Dallas Keuchel part of the organization when he was still good. Obviously, we know about George Springer, Carlos Correa, all these guys they moved on from, and they were able to replace them. Altuve's still on the team. He still bats well. Of course, Bregman still is a part of the organization as well. But, you get Alvarez.
Yeah.
Right? Alvarez has been absolutely lights out for them. They bring back Justin Verlander. He does pretty well. When they did struggle with injury, right? Urquidy is out, I think. He's been out. Lance McCullers is out this season too. It's pretty crazy how they just come up with players that kind of help them immediately. I mean, Jose Abreu,
terrible
2 for
season.
5 with 5 RBIs,
terrible
2 home
season,
runs.
but then he does that.
I know it's crazy. It's as if they knew we're gonna get Abreu for the postseason. Maldonado did not have a regular season either. 2 for 4 last night. But their bullpen obviously worked really well for them. Christian Javier started 5 innings of just 1 hit ball, struggled with getting up some walks, but had some strikeouts, 9 of them. Brown came in to relieve him, gave up the 1 earned run, from Abreu there. So sorry, not Abreu there. Who had the Wallner, excuse me. Pretty crazy, dude, that the bullpen came in, kept it down, and it's just, I mean, I think a lot of it too has to do with how Minnesota was playing. I mean, I think people were doubting Minnesota from the get-go before the playoffs even started, like Brian.
Right. Yeah, they suck.
But they did get past. They did make it to this round. But
they beat the Blue Jays, though. I mean, they suck in the playoffs.
They do suck in the playoffs. But the Blue Jays, again, I kind of thought the Blue Jays would have won. But here I think it's telling you. I know the record isn't that far off, but I mean the Twins pound for pound are not as good as the Astros. So it should be interesting to see. I understand, Minnesota did win. The series is 2-1, right? So it's like the Twins have proved they could win. I think Sonny Gray was due for that type of start. Unfortunately,
you still want him in New York next year?
Yeah, man. I mean, he had a great season. He pitched well against the Blue Jays.
Right.
This is one bad start. I mean, what happened to Kershaw, his last start, for the Dodgers? I mean, he didn't pitch well.
Yeah.
And he is notorious for not pitching well in the postseason, I feel, at this point. And it's like, would I want him on the Mets? Yeah, I would want him on the Mets.
Yeah.
So I know he's no Sonny. I know Sonny Gray is not really comparable right now.
Yeah, I'm just I want to save you
season,
the dissatisfaction, Tony. I really do. I'm telling you, you're gonna be so pissed. Not even kidding. No, really, you're just gonna be like, this is picture Matt saying, "This is beat, bro."
Beat. Yeah, I guess, but still, I mean, I don't know, dude. I think the Mets are just so desperate for good pitching, though.
Yeah, but it's like
I would take a flyer on Sonny Gray. Dude.
Mike Vassell, I think, is a better option than Sonny Gray.
I don't know, dude. We looked at their
Triple A
minor league
stats.
stats. It's not great, dude.
Mm.
So, but again, I think the Astros here coming up, like they don't have like an easy road ahead of themselves, you know. Like
I think Rangers are gonna kick their ass, honestly.
I think the Rangers would kick their ass. The Rangers are so impressive, dude. Again, they're another team too who just kind of found a way. They were in a big slump coming into the postseason. They had one of the biggest slumps at the end of the year. I feel like them with the Braves. They were not jug. They could not like score.
But they got that out of the way.
They got momentum going into the postseason. They obviously, like relied on their pitching, which again, like, I mean, you think about the injuries, Max Scherzer at the trade deadline didn't work. Jacob deGrom, big pickup for the season, did not work out for them. They rely on Dane Dunning and Nathan Eovaldi, who are just absolutely lights out. Nathan Eovaldi, like, has been great in the postseason for any team he's been at, but he had a great regular season as well. Dane Dunning is having a resurgent year, I feel. I mean, he had one good year a few years ago with the White Sox, but then it was just like kind of up and down, like some injuries and stuff like that. But he's like looking like an ace out there, like in the postseason for the Rangers. Like they're another team too who's had adversity and is somehow overcoming it and winning games. I mean, they swept the Orioles, dude, for the first time this season. The Orioles get swept in the postseason, and I think a lot of it. You mentioned Dusty Baker for the Astros. And I'll mention Bruce Bochy for the Rangers too. I think managerial moves here. Managers have been winning series here in this postseason. I mean, I think you think about it goes. I think Friday, game 1 for the Orioles. Kyle Bradish was pitching really well for the Orioles. Got into some trouble in the 5th inning. Got out of it. But who the fuck is the manager for the Orioles?
Brandon Hyde.
Hyde gets a little, I think, too nervous, pulls him early. Bullpen guy comes in, blows it, dude. That was Brandon Hyde's first postseason game managing. I think he got nervous, dude. Bruce Bochy, 80 games under his belt. He's cool, calm, collect. Like he knows how to manage. Same thing too. I will say with Dusty, dude. And I think Bochy too, even like there was one game too where like maybe I forget he brought another pitcher to close the 9th inning out. Forget what pitcher he brought in. But it was like someone who's like the batter who was up was killer against lefties. So he brought in a right-handed reliever. One like brought him in and then brought in the closer to let out the game. Like again, it's just good managerial decisions that just like these younger managers I think aren't making. Who's the manager for the Twins? I don't even know.
Rocco Baldelli.
It's still Rocco Baldelli?
I think so.
It is Rocco Baldelli.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I guess what he's been the manager for a few seasons now, Michael.
I remember him very well on the Rays.
Yeah.
Injuries cut his career short.
So I guess he has some experience, but not a lot of postseason experience.
No, but he's about to get some more tonight.
Yeah,
because I believe the Twins behind Joe Ryan are going to take this thing back to Houston. What do you think? Urquidy on the mound for Houston, 5 ERA this year, has pitched in the postseason with Houston before. Never was impressed with the body of work.
Yeah, and honestly, me neither, dude.
And Joe Ryan had one of the more underrated seasons in the major leagues this year.
I'm trying to see how many games he had. 16 games, 10 starts.
I mean, it's trash numbers.
Yeah, trash numbers. Obviously, the injury too. Only 10 starts. It's tough, dude. I don't know. I mean, I guess because of yeah, sure. I'll say the Twins take it back too.
And you think Verlander they'll throw out there game 5?
Absolutely. John Ryan.
Joe
Ryan. John.
Oh, okay. So weak second half, I think he was pitching really well.
Oh,
go to the splits. Go to the splits, Tony. I need to see splits because I'm telling you, it's like second half disaster splits. 2023. Let's see, all splits. Pitching.
I don't even like. I know
what?
Yeah, like what?
What?
I just gotta go to
baseball reference,
dude.
Wow. I mean, Yankees played the first half
dude?
of the season, and his numbers are really good. 2023 for second half, 6 ERA in the second. Go down. Homer away. Go first
Field
half.
second half.
Yes, 609 in the second half, 370 in the first half. I knew I was onto something there.
Yeah. That's not good though, still.
So now we're not going back to Houston.
I don't think we're going back to Houston, dude. I think
I hope we're going
Astros
back to
offense
Houston.
could definitely counterbalance Euclid giving up a couple of runs here.
Yeah. To see what happens,
Ah.
And we did mention, Tony, they would be matched up with the Rangers because they swept Baltimore, winning 7-1 yesterday. Nathan Eovaldi, 7 innings of 1-run ball, striking out 7. Chapman got 2 outs in the 8th there.
Crazy.
Leclerc to close it out. Big win for the Rangers. And the whole thing here, Tony, is we've seen with teams before, you have to hit home runs to win in the postseason. And that is something other than when they're going through a major slump that this team does not struggle with at all. There's a lot of power on this Texas Rangers team.
That is for sure. They hit 3 dingers last night. Dean Kramer, tough dude. Didn't last 2. I mean, that's not like elimination game. That's not at all what you want. I think it's the perfect example. Rick said it this morning. It's a good example of this team that is really good, has a bright future, just needed to know what it was to lose to be able to win. And that's again, like that's what I've been kind of talking about here for the past 10 minutes or so, is just the experience plays a huge aspect of winning in the postseason, both by your manager, by your starting pitcher. I mentioned Eovaldi, right? How many times he's been in the postseason, how many times he's pitched big games against big teams and have come up big in the postseason. He's got great postseason numbers. So, I mean, that's obviously why he comes out here. It's how he comes out here against a nervous lineup, perhaps, strikes out 7 over 7 innings, 1 earned run. That's really what it's about. Garcia, too, has been absolutely, I feel like, lighting it up. I was watching him. I think I want to say it was Saturday or Sunday. And the pitches he was laying off of was just so impressive, dude. Like I really couldn't, like, the pitches that were just like on the inch of being a ball. And he's just laying off those pitches, like blowing away sliders that everyone swings at, lays off of it, plays the patient game, and waits for his pitch. It's really impressive, dude. And that's why he's been hitting pretty well. What was he, 2 for 5 yesterday? 2 for 4 yesterday with 3 RBIs and the dinger. Mitch Garver batting well, Corey Seager. We know about Simeon too. I mean, the front half of their lineup is pretty deadly.
It's loaded. It's loaded.
Really
Then Josh
dude.
Young, had a hot streak earlier this year. Had 27 home runs, missed a lot of time on the injured list.
Crazy.
But he's a player as well.
They're all players, dude. They all play very well. So good for them.
Yeah.
Let's go Rangers, dude.
So they'll be in the American League Championship Series. Yeah. All right. So 3 games today. Big game 3 between the Braves and the Phillies. Philadelphia, 5:07.
Crazy.
TBS is Ronnie on this one. I think so, right? Rondo.
Yeah. He's been on these ones. Very good.
So
and Bob Costas, dude,
does the Dodgers? So who's Bob Costas with?
Well, no, Bob Costas is with
Ron Darling. Yeah, because they did the Yankees Guardians last year.
Yeah.
Okay. But
by the way, dude, I don't know if you've been seeing this, but I guess I don't think they had it last season. But they've been doing this new like booth camera for the commentators, where it's like normally it's like a straight on shot like this, and they're talking to each other, and it's just fine. But I guess they put one that's like here for them now. So I was like watching Costas do it too, because I feel like he's definitely getting pissed off about it, because I'm sure he's very particular about how he's represented. So like if I'm Bob Costas, I have Ron Darling behind me, and I'm talking to the camera, I have like my back to the other commentator. So it's a very weird angle. So now like I'm noticing like Bob Costas is kind of caught like on almost where to look. Because like again, like normally like you like in the pregame show, you have a conversation with your other analyst, with the color commentator. So like you are kind of doing a back and forth with the people at home and then the commentator. But like if you turn to your commentator, your back is to the camera, and then when you turn to the camera, your back is to the commentator, and it's just a really awkward, horrible angle. And it's really annoying, dude.
Yeah.
Optimum's calling me right now.
That's kind of interesting. They're always experimenting with stuff.
I know, and that's like you don't need it. You don't need that because it's commentators in the booth. Keep it simple, dude.
So the 3 games tonight I mentioned Braves, Phillies. So big game here. Nola going for Philadelphia, undecided for Atlanta, which is interesting.
Very interesting.
But I have a feeling you're jacked, despite the disappointing loss in game 2 for the Phillies. To take game 3 here.
Yeah, I think so, dude. And I think that undecided pitcher is gonna play a big role in the reason why the Phillies do win. However, Snitker, another manager who has experience, over Robbie Thompson, has a championship. And he's another reason why, that they were able to have a big comeback win in game 2. So, but I guess give me the Phillies. I mean, Trey Turner's been hot. He's been, again, like, he's just flying. Like, it's first, like, he's a single and then he's on third base already.
Right.
Like every time he's stretching singles to doubles. I mean, he's locked in. Although he's been making a couple of poor defensive plays that we've seen him kind of make and struggle with all year. But Bryce Harper's still been hot too. So yeah, I guess give me the Phillies here. I say they edge out of victory here. I'll say 4-3.
I think the Braves get the Nola. I think I know the crowd will be riled, but Nola had a very up and down year. I'm gonna say Braves in a shootout. 8-6. So, be interesting to see who they throw out there, and how Nola does, because I think he was like 4-5, 4-4-6. Yeah. So pretty disappointing year out of Nola. We'll have to see if he rises to the occasion. We already talked about Astros Twins. I despite Ryan's second half struggles, though, I am going to stick with the Twins here.
I'll go Astros.
Let's push it to a game 5. And then who knows? Never know. Get to a game 5. Winner take all.
Yeah.
You never know what will happen. And hey, worst case scenario, Astros win. Then the Rangers can get ready to pounce. Because I think they have a good matchup there.
Yeah,
Lynn, better numbers than Chicago with LA,
still
but
not
so
great,
mediocre, a lot of strikeout stuff.
Brendan Pfaadt has had some bright spots, dude.
Yeah, I think he sucks though, honestly. And I think the Dodgers are not going to get swept here.
Yeah. No way.
I'm going to say Dodgers 10-5 over the Diamondbacks.
And I want to say Pfaadt's first postseason.
Gotta be.
Right.
Has to be.
He's
Must
4
be.
years old. Must be. It is.
Yeah.
Dodgers, good call there. Lance Lynn,
So
the vet, Roberts.
let's see what happens. And let's just get this postseason moving. And the season over with, Tony. So it gets the hot stove.
Goodness.
It's it's tough.
It can be tough, dude.
Yeah. So the ratings, I can't wait to see the ratings. I'm gonna say lowest World Series maybe since like 2006. Last year.
Is it last year?
Oh, 2020.
6-game series won by Dodgers over Rays.
Yeah. Neutral site.
2020?
Yeah. COVID.
Was that when Blake Snell was pulled early and then
Yeah. Yep. So
that's tough, dude.
we'll see, Tony, huh?
I think they'll get better numbers than this.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It depends on the matchup, obviously. The Dodgers would help, but
last year was the second lowest.
Yeah,
I guess so. World Series draws the second lowest TV audience ever.
When the Yankees aren't in the World Series, the ratings are low. But ask Francesa about it.
Francesa.
Ratings are terrible. You got the Yankees. They haven't been there in a while, so nobody's gonna watch. Look at how much more people used to watch.
34 million in 1973.
And look where we are now. I mean, it's
78. Who played 78?
Yankees, Reds.
Yankees, Reds?
Yeah, Reggie Jackson, Tony.
44,
Or was it Yankees, Dodgers, maybe?
Let's see.
To look it up, spot.
78. Bob Costas would know.
I'm going to say it's the Dodgers. Yankees, Dodgers?
Yankees over LA Dodgers.
Jackson,
Dodgers
the 3 home runs.
Yeah. Bucky Dent.
Billy Martin.
Oh, Bucky Dent, dude.
Yep. But let's see. What was the total last year? Go all the way down. I just want to see how bad this is. That is real bad.
Dude,
wow.
that's crazy.
Mhm.
2016 was 22 million.
Mm-hmm. That was the Cubs, though.
The Cubs, 2015. Whoa.
Derek Ho with a late check-in. Hi there. Did we get any elaboration? I commented on Screen Time yesterday. He said something different for once.
No, yeah, no. He was saying, I forget what he said.
Is he a
but
robot?
He's not. I don't know if he's a robot. I don't know. Dude.
But every time I say, like, oh, could you, give us something? Like, explain.
It doesn't give you anything.
No. Prefers corner or no?
It could be prefer. Maybe. I don't know. Dude.
You know what I mean? We talk about it so much. You'd think one time you would respond, though. That's why it's like
Derek. I know. Yeah, you would think he would respond.
That's why it seems a bot like.
Yeah, I know, dude.
But yeah, so good stuff. Huge show coming off tomorrow. So that's gonna be action packed. The frenzy, the Rangers. No time for baseball.
I also kind of forgot we have like a party here tomorrow night.
So that puts a damper into the Rangers plans.
I mean, let's see. We got to talk to see because they expect us at these things now. Dude, we're kind of a big thing.
The
here.
Drinking.
They normally do have free alcohol, dude. So.
Hey, we're worst comes to worst, we're staking out Jack Dempsey's next week anyway, so we're fine.
Yeah, dude. Sure. Maybe I can move in there.
But yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, would like to thank everybody today for tuning in, continuing to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives
Talk about a fake fan,
on the
right,
YouTube page. Tony, Michael, Renee, and Jay in costume, as well as the merch. Michael, Renee, Jay in costume. The merch at downtimetv.com. Michael wearing the Yankee jersey there. I was going to say something else, but then, you know what? I'm going to, listen to everybody for a change. But would like to wish everybody a great day. Enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.